Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nails is a Lifestyle podcast, where we journey around the globe interviewing luxury nail salon owners and elite nail techs. My name is Selena, and I am your host. Relax yourself, grab your favorite drink, and indulge yourself into my world. Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of Nails is a Lifestyle. Today, we are in Eldersburg, Maryland, here to meet Miss Nina, the owner of the Nailgasm Salon. So, you guys get ready to come take this journey with me. I'll see you all inside.
Welcome to Nailgasm Nail Salon. My name is Ashley. I also go by Nina. How are you today?
Hi, Ashley, and thank you for having us. Come on, guys, let's come up in here. We see all this pink. We are ready. We are ready.
Welcome to the Nailgasm Nail Salon. Right here on our main floor area, you'll see all of our stations. These booths over here are available for rent. We do weekly and daily and monthly rental, which is available directly on our website if anyone's ever interested.
Cool.
Now, this side here is for our customers and our clients. You'll see a plethora of our acrylics, all of our nail polishes, and then you'll also see our drink station. This is for our clients to self-service themselves. We have water, we have alcohol, we have candy, and we also have chips. So whatever you like, you're free to have added here.
Okay.
Right here is our design station. We do allow our clients to be able to look through all of the stickers and stones that we have. Most of the time they come in with inspiration, but once they see all of the stuff that we have.
So do you think they utilize this station most, or if you got a lot of regulars, they just go ahead and sit down and you just come on over here?
My regulars actually don't mind going through stuff. They will come in and they will pick up whatever they see and kind of alter it into whatever design they've chosen, because they know we have a lot of stuff and they like to use everything we have here. Sometimes I even offer them to walk over here and see if they see anything else over here. So they will pick through all of those things that we have there.
I'm into inspiration right now too. I think it makes it easier for us to do a collaboration. So this is where I am with that.
A color, a theme, of something.
Yes,
something.
Everything.
So right here, you'll see our pedicure area.
This is beautiful.
These are all full station pedicures. They are custom built. Not your traditional pedicure chairs, but these chairs are very comfy. I mean, my clients fall asleep every time they get their pedicures done.
So what made you do the salon all pink?
I'm a girly girl. I love pink. It's my favorite color. And I also wanted to create a very soft and feminine vibe. And I think that the pink with the flowers and the gold, it just gives a very feminine luxury vibe that I was very much going for.
Yeah, it does. It actually does.
Alrighty. So in here, although we're a small space, we do still offer suite rental. Right now, we do have a full service esthetician in here. So if anybody's ever interested, you can come get serviced here, and if this space is ever open for rent, it will always.
Do you know what's your square footage here? Because this is actually a good setup, especially somebody just starting out.
Perfect for a first salon. It's actually my first salon, so this was perfect. It is about 860 square feet.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Alrighty, so back here, we really just have our bathroom area, and I also went ahead and converted the same theme in the bathroom, so we still have a very girly vibe. Wipes that you may need, we have all our sprays. Brushing.
You guys see this? Okay.
Right here, this is for my nail techs. We do also offer supplies for sale. So if you're ever looking for nail art, drill bits, we have pedicure supplies as well. Those are all packed away. But if you're ever looking to purchase nail supplies, we do.
So do you sell this? You sell this online, or?
Yes, these are available online. You can go to www.nailgasms.com and you can purchase directly there. You can do pickup or you can do shipping.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and you got the drill bits.
Yep, I have drill bits right here as well. We have a couple other things that we're kind of putting up on this wall, but this is where we're starting at right here.
All right.
And we have buffers, we have files, we have pedicure equipment as well. You can buy them individually or you can purchase like a bundle of 10 or more.
Okay. All right, so we're about to get started, guys, on the interview. So we'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, and we're back. We've just finished the salon tour with Miss Ashley, and now we're about to get right up into the interview. I am very impressed with this salon, and this is actually in my area off of Liberty Road in Eldersburg, Maryland. So, Miss Nina, so tell us, how long have you been here?
I've been here for going on about 3 years now because we just signed our 3-year lease. So
now, I know you said this was your first salon. So, where did you actually start doing nails?
I started doing nails in my house, in my living room.
Okay.
From there, I moved to Cilantro Select Suites, and after Cilantro, I came here.
Okay. And so when you were in Cilantro, like what made you say, you know what, I'm tired of being here. I think I just want to go out on my own. Because how long did you actually stay at Cilantro?
For a year. I did there for a year.
1 year?
Yep, just 1 year. I think what made me get out of Cilantro is that I wanted to be able to, one, expand my brand. And I knew that in order to expand my brand, I needed more space to make some passive income. And I was able to be lucky enough to find a space that was comparable to the same amount of rent that I was paying at Cilantro. So I think that's what helped me make my move, is that I knew that even if it would just be me in there, I would be able to still sustain the same rent, but still have a much larger space that afforded me the opportunity to make more passive income.
Okay, so immediately when you came here, so what were some of the things that you were doing for passive income here? Like, what are you doing?
So for here with the passive income, we rent the suites out in the booths. So this is basically a way for me, like if I'm not getting clients or if it's slow, this is kind of a second way for me to also bring in some income, and as well as selling the nail supplies as well. So prior to, without having the, availability for booth and suite rental, I did also always have nail supplies for sale.
Okay. Now, so how did you find this space? Because this is awesome for a first space, honey.
So I first was actually getting my eyelashes done around back.
Okay.
For about a year. And I happened to get on, this is a very good thing for anybody's looking for somewhere to get commercial space, Crexy and LoopNet. I happened to look on LoopNet and I found here, and I called the girl that was around back and I asked her, I'm like, did you know that they were leasing? And I just asked her a couple of questions like, how do you like it here? And when she said she loved it here, that was it. I met with the owner, I signed my lease, and we were all set.
So, I mean, you were only doing nails at the Cilantro for a year. So
Yes.
Did you feel nervous about jumping out here and getting like your own salon?
Very nervous, because I mean, what you see right now, this did not look like this.
So how much did you think that you put into it? Like, how much money do you think you put into it?
I put a good $20-some thousand into this space.
Wow.
All together between like furniture, demolition, floors, hiring contractual workers to do like things like painting, and other than like those like large projects, other than that, to save more money, we did most of the other parts on our own.
Then when you say the floors, so what was down here at first?
Carpet.
Okay.
Yep.
And then someone came in and because what is this right here?
This is a tile floor. This is the regular tile floor. And I was going to do the, which I don't recommend. If anybody's ever getting a salon, I highly recommend tile flooring, especially with all the chemicals we work with. I forget what those other floors
like
are
the
called.
epoxy?
The vinyl. Okay. The vinyl flooring.
Oh yeah, the acetone definitely just start eating that up. Absolutely.
These floors have lasted me so long. These are my babies right here.
Golly.
Yep. So it was definitely, I thought about it, and I invested everything with my own money. I didn't know anything about business credit when I started this, so I used my savings that I had to kind of like get everything started with this.
Oh, well, you did a good job, honey. You using your savings and everything.
I did. We made it back though. We were able to make it back. That was the goal.
That's a good thing.
At least break even. I wasn't worried about a profit. I just wanted to at least make my money back.
That's a good thing. Because you said you've been here for 3 years?
Yes.
So do you have other nail techs working with you?
I previously did. My first year, I did have 2 nail techs working with me. One, she was a Gel X nail tech, and another one, she did pretty much everything. But I decided that I kind of wanted to venture off from that and just allow those people to kind of grow in the salon on their own and do just the regular booth rental.
Okay.
Because I'm now looking to transition into opening an actual nail school that would allow you to sit and stay bored.
So you're gonna. So is this gonna still be a salon? You're just gonna transform it into the nail school and
it will be fully a nail school. Yep.
Girl, you were showing off.
Yeah, it will be fully a nail school.
So how far out are you from that process?
So we actually just received our approval to move on with the next step to actually put in your application, because there is a 2-step process. You have to be approved to even apply for this process. So we put in our application. It took about 60 days, and they went ahead and let us know that we are approved to move forward to apply for our actual schooling. The process for that requires for you to attend a workshop. After you've attended the workshop, then you can move forward with your application process, which the state of Maryland does let you know that it can take up to 6 to 9 months, even just for that initial application process. So We're unsure when we're gonna even be open, but we do know that we are gonna be open eventually.
Listen, listening to you, it seems like everything that you plan out, it works out. And I just feel like that with anything. Like if that's your dream, you just need to be consistent. Things are going to come up. Yes, it is, but you have to believe that this is your goal. This is what you want to do. Can you like kind of give some of the people that are listening, especially like the new and aspiring nail techs, like maybe some of the challenges that you had when you got the salon? Because I know sometimes we think, okay, I'm gonna go get the salon, pay my first and last month's rent.
And not first and last month. Actually, you have to pay a double deposit for commercial.
Now I didn't have to do that. I don't know.
You know, everybody's different. But for this space particularly, I had to do a double deposit.
Okay.
She started off only with a 1-year lease. Normally, they do allow you like a 30-day build out, which means that you don't pay rent the first 30 days. That gives you time to actually get your space together, because in this particular space, I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do. Anything inside of the space, though, I'm responsible for. So that's always something to keep in mind. So anything that breaks inside of here is my responsibility.
So after the 1-year lease, I wonder why she did 1 year, because normally, like when you put all that money into it, a lot of times commercial, they be trying to lock you into like 3 to 5.
I think maybe it was right after COVID. I think she was having bad experiences with people, so she wanted to make sure that people were on their feet with new people coming in. Because normally she actually does start you off with the 3-year lease.
Okay.
But that's generally, like you said, dude, when you do commercial leasing, most people will try to start you off on a 3-year lease. So that's something to think about, because for me, I got the option to actually be able to only do it for a year. If I would have decided after a year this wasn't for me, I wouldn't have been locked in. But generally with commercial leasing, you are locked in for 3 years. So that's something to think about when you do go to commercial spaces, because you got to make sure you're going to be able to sustain for 3 years.
Absolutely. I know you're looking forward to opening up the school. Oh, so are you going to be teaching, or are you going to be hiring other teachers? Like, how was that going to go?
Teacher, we're going to have 2 sessions. We'll have a daytime and a nighttime session. So I will eventually be looking for a nighttime professor as well.
Okay. Oh, so going back to the other question, like, were there any challenges on getting this salon open, like just besides the build out or anything like that? Were there any other challenges?
My contract. I mean, really, the build out is mainly the most. That's where you're going to find your most problems, because what it is you anticipate a date that you're going to open, but you don't know what's going to happen and how long it's going to take to rectify that. Prime example, my guy who did my floors, we found out the foundation to the walls weren't all the way through, and he put epoxy on the floors. It ended up damaging 3 units underneath.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And luckily, that's why when you do look for your contractors, you want to make sure that they are insured, licensed and insured. That's very important, because if he was not licensed and insured, I would have been responsible for that.
Now you see that, okay? Listen to what she's saying, you guys. I understand your uncle macaroni Tony in them.
Thank you.
You know, you want to get some stuff done,
yes.
but that learn from someone else's mistake. Like these things, they happen. They definitely happen. Important. I'm so happy that this man was insured. And
anytime you do a build out in anyone else's commercial space, you want to make sure whoever is doing your work is licensed and insured. Just because, like I said, if something like that happens, that falls on them. And he had to go down there, and luckily he was good. He went down there, he fixed them the same day. But if he was not licensed and insured, and I had Uncle Tony doing my stuff, it would have been on me, and that would have been thousands of dollars to fix these people's units. So.
Absolutely, and that would have been enough to crush anybody and say,
I mean, it would have been on.
I'm out.
You already investing your money into this. The floors aren't even done, and you got 3 units beneath you that are damaged.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So are you currently, so I know that you're really trying to transition into a nail school, but are you still looking for nail techs at this time, or?
I'm always looking for someone that wants to rent these booths and suites out. They're available to you online. They're perfect for you if you're just getting started out. You're not ready to do a commitment. I know salon suites put you into a contractual commitment. These are non-committed. You can rent for the week, you can rent for the month, you can rent for the day, and once you're done, you're done. So I think what I'm using really right now is just, I want to offer this space to new and upcoming nail techs so they get the idea of what it's like to work for themselves, because once you put your foot out there, you get those contracts, you stop.
Now, when you first opened up, did you start off with commission, or they were all booth rent?
I did do commission starting off.
So how was that experience for you?
I think that for me, it didn't work out the best. I think my area. When you want to do commission based, you want to make sure that you're able to offer those techs the actual walk-in traffic. because it is going to deter them from wanting to stay. And there's really nothing you can do about that because they want their money. And if you don't have the clientele for those commission techs, I mean, you're going to lose them fast.
Got you. So were they brand new techs, or they just maybe not brand new, but sometimes
I call them in the middle. Like, you're still working your 9 to 5, so you don't have 100% time to dedicate to market your nail business, but you still looking to try to get your feet wet to actually be full time. That's kind of like the people that I would draw in. And when you have people like that and they don't have their clients and they're looking forward to your walk-ins, it discourages them. So I felt like even on my end, I wasn't doing my part to help them out. So I decided that wouldn't be best because my job is to always advance any nail tech that comes in here. So I felt like that wasn't beneficial to them, nor was it beneficial to me.
So because I know you had a full book of clients yourself. Did you feel like it was hard to maneuver between helping them grow their business, owning a salon, and keeping a full book of clients?
Yes, and that too. I had to understand that I didn't have the time to dedicate to them to do that because I do have a full book of clients. That's how we operate. We operate mainly off of me and my clients. So I really think that when someone wants to look into doing commission based, you really want to think about that aspect of not only are you employing these people, you're their mentor as well.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you have the time to dedicate to them to help them grow their own business. You can't still be a growing business yourself trying to help someone else grow their situation. So that was actually, that we could say that's one of my challenges that happened when I first opened, because I fully thought that I would have all commission techs in here, we would be booming, and we quickly reverted from that. So
listen, I've been doing nails for 22 years, and I've had a couple of salons where there was commission based, and again, I've always pretty much had a full book of clients, and trying to be the owner and the mentor and the business owner, it's you're doomed for a very quick burnout that situation. And something is going to fall off, because whatever's getting the most attention is going to thrive, but something is going to fall off because you really don't have, you really can't stretch yourself, but so thin anyway. So these are the things that happen.
Yeah.
So
I had to be honest with myself and say, as much as I would love for this to operate, because my goal initially was to operate this like your traditional salon. But I had to learn that being a nail tech in the salon and trying to run the salon, like you said, it's just, you're going to wear yourself there. So you have to drop something off and focus on something. And that's when I said, these spaces are still available, and you don't have to necessarily be their direct mentor, but you can also offer someone a space that gives them the leisure of saying, do I really like this? Do I not like this? I don't want to be stuck in a contract. And I think that most people think that immediately they have to go to a salon suite. And I think a lot of nail techs forget about this booth rental part.
I think booth rental is great. And I know sometimes people will say they're going to a salon suite because they don't like people, they can create their own atmosphere, but I'm just like, nails is customer service. It is actually being around people. Like, you really have to learn how to get along with different types of people. And I just feel like working with other nail techs also keep you on your toes as far as your education.
So that's what I loved about the commission base, is that when I did have the other women in here, I was able to feed off of them. We were able to feed off of each other.
Absolutely.
So that was one thing I do much miss. And like you said too, I think when you're new and you're starting off, being in a suite kind of isolates you. You don't get the option to actually get other clients. In a salon like this, you have an esthetician here with her clients who she doesn't do nails, so you can get clients from her. You have other people that are just walking around, and then you also have me who, what if I'm not available? I can easily send them off to you. So I think that when you're starting out, honestly, the best way to start is a booth rental. I don't think that you should go directly into a suite unless you have, full books. But if you're looking to actually try to build your clientele and do it where you can still get some word of mouth and a little bit of foot traffic, I think a booth rental.
Yeah, and you need to learn the business of nails, not just doing the nails. Booth rental will help you learn the business of nails. Like she said, your business credit, how to set up your taxes, how to run your books, how to market yourself. But I understand, we're living in the age of YouTube University where everybody just, they'll see something and they just jump out there, come out the microwave and boom. Like, I'm ready. But, to each his own. Now, do you plan on so will the salon setup still look like a salon once the school is involved, or do you know that part yet?
So I want to get more research as far as the rules and regulations when it comes to that, because If I'm not mistaken, I believe that my nail technicians who are in school will still be able to service people. So I was thinking that we would still keep the setup like this, and that's where we make an advertise more walk-in, because we now have the bodies in here to take the walk-ins. Because what sometimes was also happening is, even if it was just us two in here, we can't take 5 walk-ins together. So
Got you.
that's something that I'm still working out, if the layout will still be the same. But if they do allow for that, I do want to do that, because I feel like while you're in nail school, you should get the idea of actually performing on a client that's not your classmate. You need to understand different people, personalities, nail beds, all types of things you need to understand before you actually get out there, get in the suite, and start servicing people.
So now that the salon is established, can you remember any type of hardships you might have went through as being an established nail tech that might made you say, you know what, I don't know about this. I'm ready. I want to not necessarily get out, but just.
I think the overwhelming idea of all of these new nail trends and not being able to perfect every nail trend can sometimes be extremely overwhelming, especially because your clients are going to send you inspo that they have no idea how to do this stuff. They're going to look at you like you are a magician and I know you can do it. I'm learning now to say no to certain trends that I know I can't do. And it's not staying in your comfort zone, but you want to put out your best work.
Yeah.
Now you can try those things with your very close clients if you like to, but for me, I think the biggest challenge is just trying to still stay up to date with my nail art, but not taking myself too far where I'm doing things that I know I'm just not good at just because it's a new trend on Instagram right now.
And I think, because I used to be like that as well. Like, I get so fascinated just seeing something new. And that's why I actually started this podcast, because I'm always inspired when I go inside of someone else's nail space. I'm just re-inspired all over again. But the burnout becomes real, like you said, when you're trying to learn this and learn this and learn that. And not only that, a lot of times, like, I got a couple of clients that send me stuff pretty much every day. And I'm like, you always send me this stuff that it takes 3 hours to do designs, right?
Yes.
And who's going to pay for this, right? Like, you might can get one, but a whole set, no.
And that's also too, is being realistic with your clients about how long these things are going to take. Yes, a lot of these nails they send you are beautiful, but we all have lives that we like to live. And not only that, yes, you have to pay for that person's time at this point. So when you are looking for a set that's going to take you 4 or 5 hours, are you willing to pay for that 4 or 5 hour set? Because you know your artist can execute it very well. It's going to look great. But now at this point, you're paying for that person not being able to take the next client because they're focusing fully on your art. It's not your application. That's done in no time. Now we're taking 2 and 3 hours on your art. So I think what I had to tell myself is that I wanted my art to be realistic, but still look good. But I still have a time frame that I want to be able to get people out of. So I do decline certain art. I feel like
you have to, unless you want to come in on another day, another time.
Yes.
And I'll say, okay, well, this is going to be such and such. We can do it. But this is going to be what this is. Girl, I keep looking around here because this paint is doing something to me. I definitely feel like I'm in the Barbie world today.
Yes, and when people come in here, I think they feel so comfortable, and that's what I love the most, is that I've created such a comfortable space for women.
You have.
And they come. I have some people that fall asleep in their nails done, and that shocks me because I'm like, I have these sharp tools on you. You trust me that much, so I think that's what. Also, I was trying to go for with this space, just create a very safe space for a woman to come in and just lie her head down. I understand you're paying me, but it still should be very comfortable for you. Like, this should be your self-care. That's why when people wonder why most of our nail salons don't allow kids in, that's why, because it's your time to unwind.
Exactly. Exactly. Some of my clients, they don't even want the kids calling them. They be like, you know where I'm at? Why are you calling me? And I get it. I truly get it.
I was on Instagram recently and I noticed a nail tech had her clients kind of acting like her. And I love this policy that she has. Actually, she doesn't allow her clients to talk on the phone while she's there because she feels like it's their time to bond and get your nails done and enjoy yourself. Put your phone away for about an hour and a half or two. You could do that. And I think that's a really good idea to give you time to just disconnect from the world and really just, your nail person is your therapist. We're more than just nail technicians. We know certain things that we should not know. But it's because we all create such a comfortable space for our clients to feel like they can tell us anything.
And we were also, because I was doing nails, 2003. when a lot of people didn't even have cell phones. Like when I started doing nail art, we were getting a lot of stuff done. But you know what? They spent more time sitting there drying them because gel polish didn't exist. Just sitting there drying them. And this is the funny thing. So you'll have somebody that's been getting their nails done for 10 years. And as soon as they finish, the question is always, how long I gotta sit here? You know how long you gotta sit here. It was just so funny to me. I swear, it was just so funny to me.
I feel like back then though, they probably got they got to enjoy the process a lot more.
They did because you really wasn't worrying about your phone. And then at that time, the phone really wasn't texting yet. I think it was pretty much just calling, and you couldn't send videos, like you wasn't scrolling. So you really had no choice. It was just like everything that was going on around you. And back then you had people coming in the store selling stuff, like it was just a thing. Like going to the salon was just a thing. We just wanted to go to the salon, period. Those definitely were the days. But as we come to an end, is there anything that you would like to tell the existing and the aspiring nail techs? Like any advice you would like to give them?
I do. One piece of advice I like to tell people is stay true to your own passion. Don't get caught up in those trends because, like we said, they are going to overwhelm you. Find your niche. You don't have to offer everything. We know there are a million things that we can offer with nails. Find the things that you're good at, and you'll find your people. And also be consistent. Take your time. Don't rush yourself. And I think most importantly, I'm learning now is although a license doesn't make you better than anybody else, it just shows how invested you are in your craft. Get your license.
Well said. Well said. Well, thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Nails is a Lifestyle, and we will see you guys next week. So, Miss Nina,
so much for
just give me
me.
a hug.
I appreciate it.
Yes.